Guess who's back? I know my vacay is over. Now I'm back. Only vacay from making videos, not vacay from eating what I've been eating. Kinda, sorta, but I'll tell you about that. There have been a ton of things that I've been doing since the last video that I made back in June, I believe. So now it's time to catch you up, tell you all the good things that I found. I'm gonna give you a hint. Not a hint. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of what I found so that you can be like, Okay, I found some dairy-free ice cream from, I'll tell you where I got it from later, but dairy-free ice cream, and it was actually pretty good. So I will tell you about that, but let's start with my vacation I just came back from. So I just went to Jamaica and stayed at an all-inclusive resort. And so at the resort, they had all types of food. They had free drinks. It was just wonderful, right? So I didn't eat any chicken. I didn't eat any beef. Didn't eat any desserts. I will tell you one thing I did have that was really good was bok choy. So I don't know if y'all have had bok choy or not, but if you haven't, you must try it. And actually, I don't know if it's going to taste the same way here as it did there, but I'm going to find out. I feel like it's something Asian inspired. I'm not sure why I think that, but I feel like it is. So bok choy, and also I think it's called pak choy or pak choy. And I had kalu. So all three remind me of either some collard greens or turnip greens or mustard. So they were basically a type of green. What you're looking at is bok choy in the top center, pak choy on the bottom left, and kalu on the bottom right. The bok choy and pak choy did look a little different than the picture that you're looking at, but I wanted to give you an idea of what they look like visually. They were just cooked down a little more, but this is what the items looked like that I had. And it had seasoning in it, and it was really, 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 really good. Really good. Not good enough for me to Google a recipe to cook it here at the house, but it is good. It was good enough for me to Google a restaurant that sells it and go and find it. But you know me, I just feel like it would be more work. I don't feel like I can find that in a freezer bag somewhere. I feel like that's gonna be fresh. Then I'm gonna have to look through it and clean it and do all this extra work to just prepare it. If I run across something where it won't take long for me to clean it and cook it, I may try it, but otherwise I'm gonna be Googling restaurants that sell it because it was really just that good. I also had some steamed cabbage. It was okay. After I added some hot sauce to it, it was a lot better. What else did I have? I tried boiled banana. So the guy brought it out and set it out because it was kind of like a buffet. So one of the workers brought it out and I was like, is that a banana? And of course it was a banana because it looked just like a banana. And his response was, yes, that's a banana. I mean, of course I know it was a banana, but I was waiting on him to say something specific about it, but he didn't. So I left it alone. A guy that was standing next to me basically asked me the same question. He was like, is that banana? And I was like, yeah, that's what he just said. So we're sitting here like, is it really banana? A banana or some bananas or a tray full of bananas? Because they look just like bananas, but they're boiled and they look different. So I like to try new stuff. So I got it, tried it. I won't be trying it again. But it was interesting. Oh, let me tell you what else I tried. I tried eggplant. So I never had eggplant before because I'm kind of picky with textures. And so I had sauteed eggplant and I had fried eggplant. The sauteed eggplant, just because it was like mushy and no, that's a no for me. But this fried eggplant, yes, that was the truth. Like, I would get that again, but I feel like they only had it maybe like one day. But if they would have served it every night, I would have definitely gotten it every night. I will say that I had some fish. And so, no, I'm not supposed to have fish. But my body, I would say probably before I left, maybe like a month before I left, my body started craving fish. And I was like, interesting. And so, I don't want to be on an eating plan or some type of journey just to have a label. I'm on this journey because I felt like my body led me to this journey. And so now, well, about a month ago, my body led me to fish. So what I'm doing is basically listening to my body and doing what my body is telling me to do. Just like when I started off, I was fasting every Tuesday for about 3 or 4 months, and it was only because I felt like my body was telling me to do it. And so that's why I was doing it. And even when I started this, it's because I felt like my body was telling me to do it. And that's why I was doing it. So then I felt like my body was telling me to eat some fish. So I ate some fish. And that's why I did it. So the fish that I had in Jamaica was some fish I've never had before. It started with E. It was ESCH, Escovitch. And I googled it and it said it was a Jamaican type of fish. And it was pretty good. It kind of reminded me of dry catfish, if that makes sense. You know how catfish is, I don't want to say juicy, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It just reminds me of catfish, but a dry version of catfish. It doesn't look like catfish to me, but it just kind of, something about it reminds me of it. And when I googled it, it also said something about snapper or red snapper. But either way, it was good. And so I had it. I'm glad I tried it. Very, very good. Well, my plan is not to have any more fish in the near future. And I plan on doing some type of detox or cleanse to kind of get it out of me. And I probably will do a couple of liquid fasts or liquid fasting in the next couple of days. And I probably do maybe like 1 or 2 days a week for the next few weeks. Haven't planned that all the way out, but I'll definitely let you know how that goes and what I'm doing. I also had, this was so good, y'all. It was called it was called spicy plantains. That's not the exact name. I feel like it was called red pepper plantains. And so plantain is a type, I say it's a type of banana. Except for it tastes differently. And so they made chips out of these plantains. And then they made it spicy. And it was so good. So it was so good that when I left the resort and I was at the airport, I went in maybe 4 or 5 stores looking for these plantains, and I asked one of the workers, and she kind of looked at me and laughed like, "You're not gonna find that here in the airport. Like, this is only mainstream or rather tourist type things." That's what I got from her. But she looked at me like, "No, we don't have that here." And I was so sad, because I really wanted some more. I only bought 1 bag of them. Don't know why. I guess probably because I didn't know what they were going to taste like. So I only bought 1 bag of them. But they were really, really good. So I think that was all that I bought in, well, I ain't gonna say I bought, that I tried that was new in Jamaica. Except for the alcohol that I had. So I don't know why, but I just stuck to rum the entire time while I was there. So I had coconut rum and pineapple juice. I had rum punch. I had coconut rum punch. I had 1 Bellini, but other than that, everything else I had was rum. I felt like that it would have been a good idea for me. Why? I don't know. Like I said, just one of those things. I do it. I don't have a real reason behind it, except for I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So I do it. So, but I would say it was wonderful. It was very, very, very good. So those were the food highlights of my trip. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some other things. Stay tuned for the next video to hear what else I've been up to.